Hello everybody, it's Lazel here, and today I want to start with the first episode of how to become a strong lord. So in this episode I just want to focus on your castle level itself. I'm currently C34 and I just want to give you some tips and tell you about some of the mistakes I've made over the past 2.5 years. And I think that if I would start in a new realm now, I'd be growing way faster than I did until now. So my first recommendation is, if you start the game or if you're already into it and you don't have any farms, build up farms, because farms are so important. You can just focus these castles on gathering resources, and your main castle, that's an important aspect, should be gathering gems all the time. Gems are so important later on to become a strong castle, but I'll explain it in another video. So your main castle should be just focusing on gathering gems, and your farms should be gathering your resources. I'm currently having 2 farms that are gathering resources, and I also have an alt, what I want to use for jumping between castles or alliances to defend farms. Yeah, and now we are coming to the insights, because I think that there is a building order that can be very useful to save time, because here our little friend is running around somewhere here, who always says there he is, that time is the most valuable resource, and that's true. So first of all, you always want to focus on having your golden hammer running to upgrade 2 buildings at a time. Furthermore, I think that there are buildings that can be left behind, and that there are buildings that you should always upgrade as soon as you've reached another castle level. So first of all, your main focus will be to reach C30. Why? It's actually pretty simple. Upwards from C30 you will need Azeroth to upgrade your buildings, and Azeroth takes a lot of time to gather it. You have the Azeroth mine, which you unlock on C30, and that will be the first thing that you will do as soon as you've reached C30. And so you should focus on getting C30 as soon as possible, just to generate enough Azeroth for later on. And believe me, you will need it. It takes a lot of time to gather Azeroth. It's something that I did wrong when I got C30. When I got C30, if I remember correctly, I first upgraded all my barracks to 30 and didn't open the Azeroth mine. It was a huge mistake. And as soon as you reach C30, you should open the Azeroth mine. So what buildings should you focus on? Every time you reach another castle level, you should upgrade your drill grounds. A bigger mass size is very important, because you get a stronger march, you can play way better in events, you can kill stronger monsters, so drill grounds is something very important. The depot and the embassy can fall behind, just as the hospital, and your guardian temple is something that's not as important in the beginning, in my opinion. It will be important to unlock it as fast as possible when you reach C32, when you can build up your T10 angels. But so I don't think it's that important in the beginning. When we come to the barracks, from my point of view now, I'd say that as soon as you reach C22, you max out your barracks until 22, and so you can recruit T8, which can be promoted to T10 later on, as soon as you've reached C30. And from then on you should, I don't know, around about 1 or 2 barracks can be upgraded as soon as you reach another castle level, but 3 or 4 barracks should stay on 22, just for you to save time. It's just the main focus to get C30 as soon as possible. Then we come to the blacksmith. It's a building, I always did it like that. As soon as my castle was running to the next 5er step, like 20 or 25, I catched up with the blacksmith, so I could start forging new gear on the C25, for example. So I'd recommend catch up with the blacksmith as soon as you reached another level 5 step. Yeah, castle wall, I don't have to explain, you always need it for another castle level. And now we are coming to the college. The college is a building that's important. You should always upgrade it as soon as you reach another castle level. But about the researchers, I'd recommend for your main castle not to upgrade all this gather speed and so on, because in my opinion you should just focus on spelunking, so you gather gems faster. The others are not important anymore in my opinion, because your farms are gathering resources for you, your main castle will gather gems. And when we come to development, things like architecture or like research methods, upgrade it to 1. There's no reason to max it out. Things like physique or rapid march are important for you to kill monsters, more monsters and faster. But things like, yeah, as I said, architecture or research methods, it's not that important. I would just put 1 point in it to unlock the other things. One-hit conversion is something very important. I'd max that out when you are out there fighting. But that's the point about development. City defense is also something where I just say put in 1 point to unlock the next step. Alliance defense is something that should be maxed out, just so your defending troops have more HP. HP is also a very important stat in the game. When we come to Guardian Force, yeah, you can work on that. It's the second step is very resource heavy research, so you have to manage doing that. The first step is okay, you can do that, but when you come to the second step, you need to manage it very well. So keep an eye on it. You have to take a look at it very, very carefully. Yeah, military, you should focus on infantry, of course. It should be all researched, and of course the leadership skill to increase your march size. And if you have already decided what unit you want to play, if it's mages or archers, it can be upgraded too. Also a very resource heavy research, but you'll make it if you just leave the other stuff which I just explained, if we leave it behind. So college should be upgraded all the time. Yeah, so now we are looking at the tiles. When I started to play, I had a lot of resource tiles, and I brought them up to level 16 if I remember, and they stayed there for like months. I haven't upgraded resource tiles because it's very takes a lot of time, and I focused on upgrading medic tents and training grounds because they are important for your recruitment and for your wanted capacity. These are buildings that are very useful to upgrade when you've got some time running left on your golden hammer, which isn't enough for a big building. You will also have to look out that you're always upgrading something with your 2 hammers running. So you can use training grounds and medic tents as time filler, I'd say, if you don't have that much time left on a golden hammer, for example. Yeah, the watchtower also not that important in the beginning, so focus on having a few barracks until 22. The blacksmith always in level 5 steps. The college should be maxed out. The drill grounds should be maxed. Depot, embassy and hospital or hall of war, and also the altar can be left behind first of all. Tiles too. And medic tents and training grounds can fall behind or not fall behind. They can be used as time fillers for your golden hammer. And now we'll have a quick look into one of my farms. So just let me log into it. I recommend upgrading your farms until C19, just so you unlock the 4th march. So you can have 4 marches out there gathering. Very important, do not upgrade the depot. You don't want to save resources on your farms. The other buildings aren't important. Yeah, and just another tip. You will build as many resource tiles as possible and make sure you boost them, because you can buy at the merchant ship. Yeah, here you see. The stone mine booster, for example, it's a booster for 2 days. It increases the resource output by 100%, which is a lot. And yeah, you will see that you will gain a lot of resources from that. Yeah, the college is also 19, so you can research the 4th March. And the research technology on my farm is also maxed as high as possible. So yeah, I have 4 marches out gathering. So this is my recommendation on how you upgrade your castle fast. Use your golden hammer, think about what you want to upgrade, and focus on getting C30 as soon as possible. When you've reached C30, unlock the Azeroth mine, and then you can take your time and upgrade all barracks. That would be my recommendation too. Once you've unlocked the Azeroth mine, catch up with all your barracks so you can recruit tier 10 all the time. Catch up with everything else, and once you're done, you will have probably like, let me guess, like 50 to 60k Azeroth, and then you can start rushing towards the C34. But first of all, the main important thing is to get C30. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below and see you in the next video. Bye!